Hello there. I'm going to give a little demonstration on how to uh, find the flow rate of a glacier in the Pacific Northwest. So the first thing we need to do is find a glacier. So I'm going to go to, I think I'm going to go to Glacier. And the interesting thing about Winthrop Glacier is it looks like it has two lobes here. If you notice, there's a central moraine in the middle. So I'm going to choose where it seems like it's moving most quickly, somewhere on the surface of this part of the glacier. It doesn't really matter where we choose, but I'm just going to find some sort of rock that's on the glacier. And, it's covered with rocks. The question is, which one? So I'm seeing this rock right here in the middle. So I'm going to put a point right there. That's the one I want to look for. And then I'm going to hide that for now because I want to see where it has moved. Now, there's a time, historical imagery, you have to click on that. And then, so this photo is from no, it's actually not 322. That's the current date. I have to go back one. And it says 7/20/21. So this is from July 2021. I'm going to go back 1 year or two, actually, it looks like 3 years. You'll notice that that rock has moved, and I think I see it right there. So I'm going to put another point right on that rock. And then I'm going to turn it off just so I can check to see what happens. So I'm going to go forward. And there, yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, so now I need to find that distance. So I'm going to turn back on my place marks, and I'm going to get the path tool. I'm going to click on measurements, and we're going to do this in meters. I'm going to choose meters. I'm going to go from that rock to where it ended up, which is right there. That's 152 meters. So we know the distance in 3 years, because it was 2018, 19, 20, 21 to 7/21. Essentially, that's 3 years. It moved 152 meters. So 152 divided by 3 years. So it's about 50 meters per year is the rate of movement of this glacier on this particular point. Now, if I was to do a rate right in here in the middle, or over here, or or somewhere up in the upper area, it's going to have a different rate. Or if I go up into the glacier, up in up in this area, it's going to have a different rate as well. So it just depends on where you select. The other thing I'm going to show you how to do today is to get a surface area of your glacier. Now, this is kind of tough because I'm going to move around the glacier because you're never really sure where the glacier begins and where the glacier ends. So for Winthrop Glacier, you can get a map to find out where it starts, or you can kind of just get a feel of where the glacier is on your own. So let me just do that. You can go back. If you choose during winter months, it's going to be super snowy and you're not going to get a good view. So let's see. All of these are in the summer months, and so you can kind of get an idea of where the glacier is. So I'm going to draw a polygon for this glacier. Yeah, I'm going to zoom out to do it. So there's a polygon tool here, and you can once again click on measurements, and we're going to we'll do it in kilometers. And then I basically I have to find out where the the terminal part of the glacier is, which it seems like it's up here. Now I probably should have looked at that. And I'm basically just tracing around this glacier. I'm going to go up right along the ridge line. And I'm going to try to split it right up to the cone and come about right there. And I'm going to go straight down to where it kind of splits at that point. Come around. Ooh, and I've it's a little difficult when it starts getting hidden. And there we go. So if we look at this, the square kilometers is 9 for the area. Okay, now you can also do that in meters if you want. Now, one of the questions is how deep is this? Well, one thing you want to consider is you're really just going to have to make a guess if you want to do the average or what you think estimate the volume. You're going to have to do an average depth of this glacier. And really, I have no idea. You might go online. You might see if researchers have done any soundings. They can send sound waves into the glacier and have it bounce back. And they've probably gotten an average number. And you could probably find one for Winthrop Glacier, which is this one. And so you could do your estimation of volume. So essentially, you get an average depth. Let's say it's 50 meters is the average depth. We multiply 50 times 9 million, and we would get the average volume of this ice. Okay, that's about it. All I want to show you today. All right, thanks. Bye.